Okay. Okay, that seems to be going. Alright. Hit me with the notification or something, YouTube. Am I live? YouTube. 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 There we go. Now I can keep track of chat. Alright. I know I'm starting a whole 3 minutes early. I'm sorry if you were desperately hoping that it would start at exactly 3. But, you know, this is going to take a while anyways, so I might as well start a little bit early. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Actually, you could take a quick listen and find out. Hit me with the notification. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's wonderful. That's a good volume for me. Alright. Oh. So. Oh, Footlight Lane. Okay. That's nice. See, I would provide a thing that says what song I'm listening to, but I have no clue how to make something like that works with YouTube or what services do that. So you just gotta kind of hope you know what it is already. I mean, I could make something, I guess, but it would take a while to get just the name from the tab up or something. Take a while. Anyways, so we're starting with Gen 3. As you can see, this is the whole list as it was last time. Gens 1 and 2. Got our S tiers, A tiers, B tiers, C tiers, D tiers, and F tiers. Nothing in S Plus just yet, but hopefully we'll be able to, you know, get some S Plus going today. Who knows? Alright, so let's see. First up we got Trico. That's going to be in the T's. That's the S's, the T's. There he is. Trico. So I think Trico's pretty alright. But, and I think it's cute. I just don't really like a lot of its proportions. So I think as Trico goes, it's just going to be the highest one in C tier. Because it's really cute. But its proportions are kind of weird. Weird. Its proportions are weird. I can speak. Alright, so next we got Grovyle. I think Grovile's pretty sick. Grovyle is well into B tier. I think. I don't know, maybe even lower A. Like right here. That's the spot. Oh, right here. That's where he goes. It's the Great Tower Showdown. This played the last stream. But I also just want to specify, the only reason I've done this one this stream a second time now, this tier list thing, is that I don't want to, I want to keep my, Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. I want to keep that on, yeah. I want to keep that on the even days, and today is another odd day. As was the last one of these streams, so that's why I'm here at, the second stream of tier list making in a row. Hopefully I'll be able to make good progress today, though. Torchic. Torchic's cute. It's probably where would I put Torchic? I'm looking at the others to see. Probably maybe around mid B tier. Pretty much dead center B tier. So next we got Combuskin, F tier. 100%. It's better than Stantler. It's better than Igglybuff. It's It's better than Snowball. It's top of F tier. Now we got Blaziken. Where's my Blazer boy? Blaziken is right here. I think Blaziken's alright. It's nothing special for me though. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd probably put it here. I like its Mega Evolution. Its Mega Evolution's not bad. But I'm just not huge on Blaziken, even though it looks a lot like what it's based on, so. Where's Mudkip? Mudkip. It's in the M's. It's higher. Ah, there's Mudkip. Mudkip is adorable. 100%. I love Mudkip. It's not quite a Totodile, but it is a dang good Pokemon. And I like it a lot. So it's just below Totodile in the S tier. Alright, where's Marshtomp? It's also in the M's. It's the MAs. There's Marshtomp. Marshtomp, also wonderful. It's less cute, so it's not quite as high, but I love Marshtomp a lot. I love his little derp face. Alright, now we find Swampert. Swampert. Swampy. Oh, okay, so lower. S. There's a lot of S's. Stack attack. Swampert. Okay, so Swampert. It's a downgrade. I like its Mega Evolution. But it's not super high. It's probably like here. It's a good design. Like it's solid. I like its Mega Evolution. It's just not as good as Feraligatr. It's not as good as like Poliwrath, but it's good. So now we got Poochyena. Where's the Poochie? That's mighty. Where's the Poochie? Poochyena. Oh, maybe if I wasn't in the S's, that might help. R. And so it's somewhere in between here. Pick a pack. Okay, I'm getting closer. Oh, there it is. Okay, Poochyena is a pretty alright design. I'd say it's like right here, kind of lower middle C tier. Like it's a good design. It's just not one of my favorites. I like Mightyena a little bit more, but that's only gonna boost it a little bit higher into the C tier. It's probably like here-ish, upper middle C tier. Each one is just kind of okay, but I like it. It's not bad. Zigzagoon, on the other hand, is very cute. Very cute. I like Zigzagoon a lot. I would say Zigzagoon is my favorite of the starting area normal types, that's for sure. It's probably like here. That's where I'd say Zigzagoon goes. Linoon, on the other hand, I'm not quite as big on. I think Zigzagoon is really cute. I think Linoon is okay. Where is Linoon? Oh, there it is. Linoon's alright. I'd say it's in the C tier though. Like it's a pretty big downgrade for me from Zigzagoon to Linoon. I'd say it's probably like here, kind of just above middle C. Scrolling down. Alright, so now, oh wait, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna hide this. This just gives us a little bit more space to work with of all this on the screen. Less distracting. Okay, so we got Wurmple, also known as Inferior Weedle. I like Wurmple. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. But it's definitely more of a B tier design for me. Like as Pokemon go, it's cute. I like it. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing special. Where in B tier it goes is trickier though. It's definitely better than Caterpie, I know that much. Not as good as Yanma. Better than Clefairy. It's better than Rapidash. Yeah. There we go. So right there, that's where it goes, kind of lower middle, B tier. But where it comes in pretty cool is with Silcoon and Cascoon. I think those are really neat ideas. I think Wurmple is probably one of my favorite starting area bug types, like idea-wise and conceptually. So the first one I need to find is Silcoon. It's right here. I think Silcoon is an upgrade on Wurmple. I like my spiky Pokemon. They are fun. I'd say that slips it to like maybe here. And then we got Beautifly. Beautifly is a weird one for me. I think it's a downgrade from Wurmple. Like, I think it's alright. I think it's just like, I like Butterfree more than it still, and I like Venomoth more, so like as mothy butterflies go, I don't think Beautifly is really one that I'm huge on. So I have to find out, where did I put Butterfree? Is that A tier? Is Butterfree A tier? I don't see Butterfree in A tier. Is it C? Where did I put Butterfree? Alright, I'm gonna drop it at the bottom of B right now while I hunt down a Butterfree. That way I can kind of gauge, like, okay, so it can't be above this tier, you know? Is Butterfree... There's Venomoth. There's Butterfree. Okay, so it has to be below here. Now I can start to compare. I think Beautifly is probably more like maybe here. That's where it goes. No. Club is better. Okay, so that's Beautifly. And so now where's Cascoon? Cascoon's going to be pretty high because it is a C. There it is. I think Cascoon is just the better version of Silcoon, visibly. Like, visually, as they go, I think Cascoon looks way better than Silcoon. By way better, I mean a little bit better. I like that it has a little more color. I like that it has a grumpier eye. I think both of those things are cool. So now we need to find Dustox. So where's my Dusty boy? Dustox. Okay, well I'm in the K's, F's. Ah, there it is. Dustox, on the other hand, I think is pretty sick. As Pokemon Go, it is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon that I can just like think of off the top of my head. I really like it. I love Dustox's design. I know it's not great, but like it was always a staple of my Gen 4 teams. It was always something I hoped to get in my Gen 3 teams. Just because it's fun. It's a fun design. I like its typing more than Butterfree. Yeah, I think maybe here. You know, definitely in B tier. I like its design more than Butterfree. I like its typing more than Butterfree. I like its, variety in its moveset more than Butterfree. It's just like if they took Butterfree and made it better. And I like that. So now we got Lotad. Lotad. I think Lotad's cool. But it's weird to me that it has 6 little nubby legs. Yeah. I think it's weird to me that it has 6 little nubby legs and then every evolution after that only has 4 limbs. So for that reason I can't put it higher than where I put it. That said, Lombre is cool. I like Lombre. Lombre is better. I'd say it pushes its way into B tier. Kind of lower middle B. And then Ludicolo. Oh yeah, this is the Fuse Man piano version. I just think this is good. Alright, but Ludicolo, I think Ludicolo is kind of a downgrade from Lombre, but I like its energy. I think it's fun. So it's not much lower, but it is lower. It's like right there. C-Dot. I think C-Dot's cute. Where is C-Dot? Gotta flip my way to the exit. Where are you, little boy? That's a Spoink. That's a Snivy. Shroomish. Ah, there's C-Dot. Okay, C-Dot is really cute to me. I like it a lot. It's not quite a Pineco, but it's cute. It feels kind of weird to me because like when it evolves, it no longer feels like it doesn't really feel like C-Dot should evolve into Nuzleaf. But like I like Nuzleaf and Shiftry. Like I like the whole evolutionary line. It's just weird to me that it evolves from C-Dot. But I'd say like Nuzleaf is probably like here-ish. It's kind of that awkward middle stage. And Shiftry's not much less awkward though. Like Shiftry's kind of weird looking, but like I like how it's weird looking. It's kind of it's a fun kind of weird. So where is Shiftry? There it is. It's a fun kind of weird. I think it bumps into higher B. It's probably like here. Upper middle B. Alright, Talo. That is the T's. Oh, there it is. I think Talo is kind of like the epitome of an alright design. I don't know. It's never really resonated with me. But like, it's not even like as Pokemon Go, alright is not like decent. Like C is okay, but like D is like it's just kind of bland. And I think Talo kind of falls in this. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with Talo. I just don't really like it that much. And the same kind of goes for Swallow. Swallow's a bit better. but like it still only slips its way into the C tier at the bottom. Like it's kind of like maybe. Kind of slips its way in. Kind of here-ish. Like it's an improvement, but it's still not a design I'm super fond of. I think Gen 3 has other more interesting designs. Like the next one, we got Wingull, the Pokemon everyone hates how this Pokemon works apparently, because it doesn't flap often, and so screw Sword and Shield for using the animation that matches the canon Wingull animations for years. They can't make it. A Pokemon has to flap like a real bird, but not a real seagull, like a real bird. Because seagulls aren't real birds apparently, because real birds flap. Alright, salt aside, I really like Wingull. I think it's like right here, just above Hoot Hoot. It's really fun. It's a cutie. And I also like what it evolves into. I think Pelipper is definitely one of my favorite water flying types. And I say one of my favorites because there's a lot of water flying types actually, and that's kind of funny. So where is Pelipper? Pelipper? Okay, so this is S, so I need to go higher. Piple. Oh, there it is. Always the ones on the sides. They always fake me out. So I like Pelipper a lot. I would say I like it more than Wingull. So I have to find where Wingull was. Okay, here's Wingull. And I have to put him higher than that. I don't think he's C tier though. I'd say he's solidly B tier, like right there. I really like Pelipper and Wingull quite a bit. I mean, they're not perfect Pokemon. There's no such thing as a perfect Pokemon, really. I say that now, but I'm probably gonna find one that I'm gonna be like, oh, this is my favorite Pokemon. But I've always kind of been one of those guys who doesn't really sit there and go, this is my favorite Pokemon all that much, so. I'm a bit more well-rounded than that. Not to say that it's wrong to not be like me in liking Pokemon. Just more so I like them all a little bit, for the most part. I mean, we've definitely seen that there's a few that I do not like at all, though, so. Oh, there's Ralts. Ralts is pretty okay. It's kind of like with Tyrogue with me, but a little bit better. I think it's alright. It starts to get more interesting as it evolves, I'd say. Where's Kirlia? There's Kirlia. I like Kirlia. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit better than Ralts. It steps its way, I'd say, right here, just above Blaziken. And then now we find Gardevoir. That's Gallade, there's Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is really cool. I like its Mega Evolution as well. But it's not like it's this godly Pokemon in my eyes. 'Cause for some reason, everyone loves to sexualize Gardevoir, and I think as sexualized Pokemon go, at least it's more human-shaped, but I think that Gardevoir is just a really elegant design, and that's kind of fun. I'd say it probably slips its way into right here. Definitely a fun design. I think its Mega Evolution is like doubly elegant. Even though I don't like its Mega Evolution quite as much in some aspects design-wise as its normal form, I really like it regardless. Where's Surskit? Surskit's wonderful. Where is my like my little ski boy? Slipping across the water. Where is he? Oh, it is raining. I had a feeling it would start raining. So I'm just gonna apologize now if it starts like pouring outside and it's really loud. I can't control weather. Where is Surskit? Okay, so that's Sock. That's Strope. That's Stakataka. There's Surskit. Okay, so Surskit, I love it. It's another one of my favorite bug types. It's kind of like right up here with Paris. I love it a lot. And then Masquerain. Where is it? That's Spiritomb from Hulu. And Masquerain. I think Masquerain is not as good as Surskit design-wise. I love Surskit, but like Masquerain, it just feels okay. Like it ends up right below Butterfree. Oh no, it's right above Butterfree for me. And like I like Masquerain in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because it gets Sweet Scent and Struggle Bug, which are two super useful moves for EVing through Horde battles. So I really like how modern Surskit is, or modern Masquerain that is. I just don't think as a Pokemon goes, and like not even modern. I like it in Oris. I don't think it's as cool and as fun outside of that context. I don't really train them for competitiveness. Alright, so now we got Shroomish. I think Shroomish is pretty okay. I'd say it's above Cleffa, but not by much. I remember when I was little, I hated Shroomish's design. I thought it was hideous, but it works. I just think Breloom is way better. And even then, Breloom's not one of my favorites. I think it's just better. Like I'd say it's like upper C. I like it more than Mewtwo. Alright, now we got Slackoth. I love Slackoth. I also think it has a really fun shiny. The other two shinies in its evolutionary line disappoint me. But I love Slackoth. It's really cute. It's really fun. I think it like slips its way in probably like here-ish. You know, just kind of just pokes his head in behind Surskit. Vigoroth. Vigoroth is also fun. I could find it. There he is. I like Vigoroth's design a lot. It's not the most engaging design. Like it just kind of like it feels weird, but I like its energy. So I'd say it slips its head like just past Slackoth. And then Slacking. Slacking's a weird one for me. I like the other two in its line a lot. I think it's terrifying when it stands on its legs and runs at you in Battle Revolution. I don't think it's as good as design. And like, it's not one of my favorite Pokemon really to use. So like it kind of slips its way probably here. Low, like kind of like just around the around the middle A tier. Where's Ninkata? So I'm gonna preface this one with, I love cicadas. So Ninkata's line is like one of my favorites and always has been. As bug types go, once again, it's kind of up here with Paris. I like Paris more. I like Surskit less. Finds a nice little niche there. It is boring. Lovely. So now let's get Ninjask up here. I think Ninjask, I like it a little less than I like Ninkata, but I still like it. So it's kind of like right here. And then Shedinja is interesting. I really like Shedinja. I think it's really weird and fun. I don't like using it. So like it falls a little bit behind Ninjask. Probably about like just behind Scyther maybe. Because I think it's a really cool design and concept regardless. Like regardless of whether or not I use it a lot, I think it's really, really cool and I like it. So it still slips in pretty high. Now we got Whismur. Whismur. Here you are. I think Whismur's cute, but I don't think that's enough to pull it out of like a C tier spot. It's probably like here for me. Kinda just above middle C. Now we get to Loudred. Loudred, where are you? I guess it's gonna be in the S's, or not the S's, the L's, so we gotta go higher. A little lower. A little lower. There it is. I think Loudred's kind of hideous, but like in an endearing way. So it kind of like goes here. It's not as cute as Whismur. It's not as good as Whismur, but is neat. And then Exploud makes up for that kind of awkward middle stage because it's dang good. I think Exploud is one of the more visually interesting Pokemon, and I really like that. It's got a lot of fun stuff going on there. So it kind of bumps itself up into like probably B tier. Maybe on the upper end of B tier though. Yeah, kind of like upper B. A big jump from the other two, but still just kind of in the kind of, oh, that's kind of nice area. Gotta get more. More water. It is really pouring out there. Okay, so now we got Makuhita. There it is. I think Makuhita's pretty okay. Kind of like right here. Now we got Hariyama. Where's my chunky boy? There's my chunky boy. I think Hariyama is still kind of okay. It's a little bit better. Like right here. I don't know, I'm not huge on that line, design-wise, and like their move pools are okay. Now we got Azrael. I think it's cute, but I think it's like not much better than the rest of its line. Right there. Nose Pass. Nose Pass is weird. Like, I never really liked Nose Pass's design. I like how it slid around in like the 3D games, but I was never big on nose pass. Where is nose pass? There it is. Right there. And then from nose pass we go to probo pass. Or no, that's way later. I'm not doing probo pass yet. I do like to. I will just say now I like probo pass more than nose pass. But my brain's jumping the gun on that one. So we got Skitty. Skitty, where are you, Skitty? Yes. Skitty. It's cute, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Like right there. And then Delcatty, I'm not a fan of at all. I think it's a bad Pokemon, and I think it's a bad design. Like, okay, the design might not be bad, but it's okay at best. Like, it's not a solid design. It's kind of like upper D tier. It's just not a very good Pokemon, you know? Then there's Sableye, which is amazing, and has an amazing Mega Evolution. So, where is Sableye? Like, I don't think it's one of my favorite Pokemon to use, but I think it is one of my favorite Pokemon, like, design-wise, thematically, personality-wise. It's dang good. Like, one of the things I will say is if Sableye's not in Sword and Shield, I'm really excited for whenever they do Hoenn Let's Go games, if they ever do, because I want a Sableye to follow me. I think it would be really cool if Sableye, like, ran out in front and was like, nee, you know, like it's looking for gems ahead of you. I think it would be really cool. And I liked it a lot. Mawile. So I think this is a spot where I'm going to have a lot of disagreement. I think normal Mawile is infinitely better than Mega Mawile. And I think normal Mawile is decent, but not amazing. Like, it's kind of C tier. The upper end of C, but like, it's nothing too special. Where's Aeron? Oh, of course, Aeron's gonna be in the A's. Scroll way down for that. I love Aeron. I think it's really cute. I think it's really fun. I'd say it's like just below Phanpy. And then Lairon is like Rhyhorn in coolness, but like a little bit better. So let me see if I can find Lairon. S's, L's, getting close. There it is. So where's Rhyhorn? But Aggron is way cooler than anything else in its line. I love Mega Aggron. I think Aggron and Mega Aggron are both way cooler than Rhydon and Rhydon and Rhyperior. Like, I always kind of compared the two lines, because, like, they're very similar in a lot of ways, but I just think this one's way better. Like, where is Rhydon? Like, if you look at this, like, tell me that this is not just a cooler, like, metal-covered version of Rhydon. Like, look at that. It's way cooler. So I think Aggron is kind of, like, towards the lower end of S tier. It's sick. Its Mega is, like, it feels like a Rhyperior, which the rest of the line felt like the Rhyhorn line to be anyways. So, if that's good, now Meditate. There it is. There's the garlic head. I think it's okay. But I'm not huge on it. And then Metacham, I don't like as much, but it is partially saved by its Mega, and it has a good Mega. I think it's one of my favorite Mega designs, because like how it has like all those ribbons, and when it uses a special attack, like the ribbons kind of wiggle behind it. I like that. I think that's really cool. So that's the only reason this one's like a little bit better. Jumps its way to like probably here. Electric. So I think Electric's cute. That's about it. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's like right here. But where Electric's line falls short is Manectric. And I know a lot of people love Manectric. And I know there's some people who like Mega Manectric. But I always thought Manectric was ugly. And then I saw the Mega and I went, they somehow managed to make it uglier. So, let's see if I can find it. There it is. I think it was a big downgrade. It's probably like here with Delcatty. It's not that good. Like, no hate to people who like it. I just don't think it's all that. I don't know. Plusle and Minun. I like them both pretty much equally. I like Minun's colors a little bit more. So I'm gonna try and find Plusle. And then I'm gonna try and find Minun. And they're gonna go in just about the same spot. I think Plusle and Minun would have been a really cool Pichu clone. And like, as if Pichu got an Echo Fighter in Smash, I would want it to be Plusle for 4 palette swaps, and then Minun for the other 4. Yeah. I think they're pretty cute, but I don't know. They're not the coolest. Probably here, and then where's Minun? Gotta put it just above Plusle. Volbeat. But yeah, I think if they had like Plusle and Minun and Smash as Echo Fighters, they would have to be like they would be like Pichu, but like weaker, but they don't hurt themselves. Like, they still keep the speed, they still keep like the crazy long side B. I think instead of Thunder, though, they would have to get a newer, faster move. Like, they would maybe get like Thunderbolt, or Discharge, and they would just kind of go psh, and like the electricity would spark off them instead of having like the cloud and thunder. So right now we're on Volbeat. I think Volbeat is mediocre. It's not that great. I like its little curly antennas though. Like I like lightning bugs, so and like fireflies, whatever you call them, like I love them. But I feel like Volbeat and Elomise are like both just okay. I feel like they could have done more with them. So where is Elomise? Where is it? Well, not too low. Okay. Scoot up. G. Oh, there it is. Found it. So I think Elomise is just like slightly less cool than Volbeat, but they're pretty much in the same spot. Well, once again, they're both very mediocre, kind of okay. They're nothing special though. So now we're on Roselia. And I think Roselia is one of the coolest grass type designs, hands down. It's a very fun design. And it's right there. Like it is upper A tier. Very good. Now we've got Gulpin. And Gulpin, I don't like it as much as Grimer. I think it's cute still. Gotta find out where I put Grimer. Did I put Grimer above Monk? I don't see it above Monk. Oh, there's Grimer. So now I can work down from Grimer. It's probably like here. And then Swalot. I'm not huge on Swalot's design, but I do like doofy Pokemon, so like I'm a little into it. I just don't really like it a ton, if that makes sense. It's not as good as Gulpin, though. It is less good than Gulpin. It's over here, like in the lower B. Now we got Carvana. I think Carvana is a really fun design. It's really energetic and just kind of cool. I don't know what else to say about it, so I'm just gonna plop it in here. Probably like right here. Now we're on to Sharpedo. I think Sharpedo's Mega Evolution looks a lot better in its art. I think it's stupid that they don't have like the saw teeth on the sides of its nose all the time. Like that they like the fact that they retract makes it a way weaker design in 3D. Like when you see it in action, it looks so much worse than it actually is, and I feel bad for it about that. But I still have to factor that part in, that I love that part of the design, So it's kind of like nudged its way here. Whalmer and Wailord. Those two are easy to find. Whalmer, it's very cute. Wailord, on the other hand, is less cute, but it's still pretty good. So, like, it's going to be below Whalmer, but it's not bad. Like, it's just not as good as Whalmer. Numel. I love my Taco Puffs. Kind of upper B. Camerupt is decent. I think its Mega's cool too. I like its normal design a little bit more than its Mega though, so it's not better than Taco Puffs, but it's pretty good. Kind of right there. Torkoal. There's Torkoal. I think Torkoal's pretty neat, but it's nothing special really. So it kind of it lands in the C tier because it's neat, but it's not special. Its smoke is cool. Right there, kind of upper middle C. Spoink is very cute. Definitely a B tier design though, but still good. Grumpig, on the other hand, is more of a C tier design, kind of a downgrade, but is still a neat Pokemon. I like its wiggly arms. Just gotta find it. Okay, so now we're to Spinda. Spinda. I think Spinda has a really cool design mechanic where it has like a bunch of different versions. Like there's a lot of different forms of Spinda out there. I think it's really cool. I think Pokemon Go has done that the best by making each one like viewable in the Pokedex and giving them numbers. Really cool idea. I like the idea of like the Broken Heart, Normal Heart Spindas. Those were amazing ideas for Valentine's Day. So like Spinda, it lands itself into the upper C tier just because it's a really cool idea and there's a lot you can do with Spinda. And it's that I love. I like how much ingenuity was put into its design. I like how cool it is, and I like how it's been utilized in more recent generations and stuff. Like there's a lot to like. It's just not the most interesting design or the most interesting Pokemon, but it's still pretty neat that they did so much with it. So it's got to go up pretty high. Trapinch is very cute. goes right there. Vibrava, on the other hand, is not as cute and not as cool. I don't know why. I just never liked Vibrava that much. I think it's because it's not as good attack stat wise as Trapinch. Like Trapinch has some of the most ridiculous attack of any Pokemon. Like, and Vibrava makes up for it by gaining a lot of other stats, but I don't know. Like, every time I would evolve a Trapinch, it just felt like it was a downgrade. Like, Trapinch is, honestly, it's one of my favorite, like, Little Cup Pokemon, whereas, like, Vibrava is just kind of mediocre. Flygon, on the other hand, is really cool, and it's really cute. It's nice to see that they brought back, like, the cute pseudo-legendaries, because cute pseudo-legendaries were not a thing since, like, Dragonite. Because Tyranitar wasn't cute, Metagross isn't cute, Flygon's cute, alright? Like, it's not one of my favorite designs, but it's definitely A tier. Very cute. Cacnea. Cacnea is cool. I like cactuses. I think they just look neat. And I think Cacnea is a really cool take on, like, a cactus Pokemon. It was a solid first attempt. It's no Maractus, but it's pretty good. Cacturn. It's gonna be higher than that. Cacturn is alright. It kind of has a Scarecrow vibe, and I don't think that really fits the cactus design. Because when I think of Scarecrow, I think more of like a rural prairie than I think of like a desert. So that more Scarecrow-like design just doesn't work for me. This is not finalized. I'm just looking at where I want to put it. It's probably like upper middle C. Swablu. Swablu. I think Swablu is really cute. I think it's an awful Pokemon. I think it is one of the single worst Pokemon. I hate training them every time. They are never fun. They are never good. Swablu is bad. It's a bad Pokemon, but it's cute. It's the only reason, it's the only redeeming factor this thing gets is that it's cute. The only reason I don't hate it is that it is cute. Altaria, on the other hand, is way cuter. It's a bit better. Mega Altaria is a little less cute, but it's very floofy. And I like it. It's pretty good. Kind of gets itself into the B tier. Zangoose. I think Zangoose is alright. I feel like Zangoose's design, it feels way too similar to me to Vigoroth's design. I think of Vigoroth, like, I think Zangoose is fine how it is. I just think that Vigoroth should not have the exact same color palette. I think that they should have done, for Vigoroth, something more akin to like Slackoth and Slacking, and maybe make Slackoth and Slacking greener and make Vigoroth beigeur. That said, now I can actually put it there. I just put it next to Vigoroth for the sake of comparison. It's kind of like down here. You know, still an A, but kind of towards the middle. Seviper. Seviper. I think Seviper is better than Ekans, not as good as Arbok. So here's Ekans. Where's Arbok? So that I can kind of find like the upper bound. So here. Okay, so I'd say it's a Viper for me. It kind of lands into like lower B tier. It's not bad, but it's not good. Right, but it's not amazing, rather. Lunatone. Have I just been playing in order again? I don't know what it is with like trying to play things shuffled. Like when I hit shuffle to play this playlist, it always like picks the it always at first is like it picks a random one in it, but then it just starts playing in order from there, and I don't know why it does that. It's supposed to shuffle. Like, I don't have this issue when I'm watching my watch later list. It's only when I'm watching, like, music playlists that I have. And, like, it doesn't even happen when I'm listening to the jams when I have it. It's only this one. It's always this playlist that never shuffles. And I click the shuffle button and then it starts playing multiple, like, songs multiple times. YouTube, fix my playlist. Why do you hate my playlist? Alright, anyways, back to this so that I can see where it was. Lunatone, that's right. I think Lunatone is okay. I think Solrock's better. I don't think either of them are super compelling designs, but... Solrock, yeah, Solrock is next. I assume Solrock's next. That would be weird if Lunatone and Solrock were not next to each other in the Pokedex. There's Solrock. Solrock is definitely better than Lunatone. Nudges itself a little bit into A tier, but not super high. Barboach, I think, is really cute. I like this little fish sausage. So I'd like put it probably like here. I like Whiscash too. Not quite as much, but like I still like it a lot. I always was upset because it looks way bigger in the Gen 4 battles, like back sprite, than it does in its actual size. Its scale is way smaller, and that always disappointed me about it. But I still like it. Okay, so now we're on to Corphish and Crawdont. I think Corphish is really cool. Like, it's really similar to Krabby, but I think it's way better than Krabby in a lot of ways. Let me see where Krabby is. So Krabby's all the way down here in B. Let's say Corphish, though. It's probably like upper B. And then we got Crawdont. I think Crawdont is even cooler than Corphish. I think Crawdont is one of the like coolest, like lobster-esque, crab-esque Pokemon designs they've ever had. I freaking love this thing. I always will. Like, it is sick. way better than Kingler. Like, I think it nudges its way, like, probably up to here, just past Kabutops. Not quite to Cloyster, but way past Kabutops. I think Groudon is really cool. So now we're on to Baltoy. I think Baltoy is alright. I like it more than Claydol, but I just think I think they're both pretty okay. I don't know, like they're both neat. I'm just not super into tanks, so while I like their designs, I'm just not, like, I don't really train them. They're not something I like to train. Like, they're very slow, they don't have many, like, super nice attacks, because they're mainly for, like, support and bulk. I'm like, I don't know, I just don't get into that as much. So now I gotta find Claydol. There it is. Like, Claydol's not that much worse, though. So, like, it slips itself probably, like, here-ish. So it's still in the C tier. It's not bad. It's just, like, it's not really my style. I like Laleep's design a lot. And, like, the older I've gotten, the more I've grown to appreciate its design. I think as fossil Pokemon go, it was a really unique version of a fossil Pokemon. So I think it definitely goes up here. And then Cradily goes even further to be, like, a really cool fossil Pokemon. I think the Gen 3 fossils are all really good. I just think Cradily and Laleep are just outstanding designs. Like, they're both very intimidating and very cool. Anorith. Makes sense for that to be next. I think Anorith is very cute. Once again, not quite as good as Laleep, not quite as good as Cradily, but still pretty good. And then we got Armaldo. Armaldo also is pretty good. I think I like it just less than Anorith, but I think they're both just generally pretty good designs, pretty good Pokemon. Feebas. So my stance on Feebas is that I felt like it was pretty unoriginal. Like, it feels like they just wanted to make another Magikarp, and they went, well, how else can we make a pathetic fish? And they just basically went, well, what if we took Magikarp, but we, like, made it brown and gave it uglier fins? And then we gave it, like, this ugly duckling theme. Because, like, Magikarp looks stupid and weak, and then becomes Gyarados. So it made something that looks ugly and weak, and then it became melodic. I feel like that was how their thought process went in designing it. But I think it looks stupid. Bottom D tier. Actually, because there's nothing in D tier that I really just said it looks stupid. So it slips its way into the F tier. Um, and I think it drags down Milotic a lot in appeal and visuals. It's also been one of those Pokemon. It has never had a stable evolutionary method for a long term, and I think that's a bad thing. I think that's an awful idea. They should have, after they changed it once, they should have just kept that change. And then when they had the Gen 3 remakes, they should have just added the other thing back in. But, like, they should have just made the Prism Scale its primary evolutionary method. I don't know. I think it's an alright design. I think it's just been dragged down by its history and its pre-evolution. I don't know what to say. I think Castform's cute. I like its Rainy Day and its Hurricane form. Like its Hail form and its Rain form are really cool. Its Sun form is okay. I think its normal form is adorable. So like, and it's a neat concept. So like, it slips its way into like, from like upper B. From like right here. Now we're on to Kecleon. I think Kecleon's a pretty fun design. I think it's a fun concept. I think it's an underutilized Pokemon. Has not seen itself reach its full potential. And that's sad. Where do I put it? Here. Shop it. There's Shuppet. I think Shuppet's a really cool design. It's simple, it's to the point, and it's cool. Now we're at a Bayonet. I'm too far down, that's why I'm not seeing it here. I think Bayonet is less cool than Shuppet, but I think its Mega Evolution pulls it just a little bit ahead, because its Mega Evolution is super cool to me. So I like it. Duskull. Duskull is super cute. Super cool. Pulls ahead of those two, just barely. Dusclops, less cool, less cute. Lags a bit behind. It's still good. It's not as good. Tropius. This is one of those Pokemon that I don't understand why it hasn't had more love over the years. I just think it's really cool. Chimecho. Chimecho. I don't know. It's okay. Absol. I don't think its Mega's okay, and it's okay. I don't think it's amazing. Probably slips in here, kind of in the upper C tier. Why not is worse worse Boba Fett. It is worse Boba Fett, 100%. It always felt kind of unnecessary to me. It's not awful. It's just, bottom D. It just doesn't, I don't know, it's not good, really. And so, yeah. Snow Runt. I think Snow Runt's pretty cool. Like, it's not like it's an amazing design or anything. It's okay, but it's neat. I don't think it feels like it should evolve into Glalie or Frostlass. It feels really weird that it evolves into either of them, let alone both. And then Glalie. Wherever it may be, is pretty cool. I like Mega Glalie a lot. Probably finds itself like kind of up here. Ooh, we're getting some Xenoblade Chronicles X music up in here. This one's quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Oh, that's nice. Spheal. Where is Spheal? It's in the S's. There it is. I think Spheal's line feels very, like, it feels like a very good natural progression. I think Spheal's probably the weakest of the line, even though it's a cool idea. Kind of lands right here, kind of in the C tier. Celio, said is a little bit better. There's a natural progression, as I was saying here, to like a better, just a better Pokemon design. And then now we go down to Walrein. Walrein, where do you fall here? Right there. Lands in A. So that's a jump. It went from a middle C to a lower middle B, all the way to a middle A. So like each jump was like a letter grade jump in goodness. That's nice to see. So now we're looking at Clamperl. I think Clamperl is I don't know. It's alright. Kind of lands here. It's one of those other Pokemon I don't really see why they chose for it to evolve into Huntail and Gorobus. I feel like there could have been a better middle interconnected thing going on. Like, even if it evolved into like a clam that had like this kind of like worm thing coming out, that would have been way better. So now we need Huntail. I think Huntail is a fun design though. It's wacky and it's ugly, but it's fun for those very reasons. Gorobus, I don't know, it feels like it feels too toned down to me. Because, like, Huntail went wild, and then Gorobus is just, like, here. You know? It's not this Pokemon that you look at and you're like, oh yeah, that's here too. Like, it's not bad, it's just that, like, they made Huntail go so over the top, and the fact that, like, Gorobus did not, just kind of feels like they did Gorobus a disservice. So now we're on to Relicanth, and that is actually a Pokemon I really like the design of. I like Relicanth. I don't use it much, but I like it a lot. As single stages go, it's pretty neat. So slips itself kind of into the upper A tier. All right. Oh, now we're at a Love Disc. Oh, we're almost done with Gen 3. So, Love Disc, it's a garbage Pokemon. It's an alright design. Kind of goes like... here. Bagon. Bagon's hideous. Next. Shelgon. Shelgon is way better than Bagon. Like, I threw Bagon into F, I know. But, like, Shelgon, trust me, huge improvement. I like it way more. And then Salamence, I like its Mega, I like its normal design. It really has this massive glow up as it evolves. It jumps into the B tier where it started in F, and then it rose to C and then to B. Not quite into A. Beldum. One of the other many pseudo-legendaries. There's like 3 pseudo-legendaries in this generation. There's Flygon, there's Salamence, there's Metagross. Like, come on. Slow it down, guys. Beldum. It's pretty neat. I think its whole line has a really cool theme. I think it's a really cool idea. Oh, hello. Why am I making this list? Well, people always ask, hey, what's your favorite Pokemon? And now, it's hard for me to answer that question because I like so many of them. So by making this list, I can make a definitive way to find out. Beldum, it's a B, somewhere towards here. A little bit ahead. Is it really playing Sylvalum Day again, or is it really is just playing it again? Okay. Just go to the next song. I have you on shuffle. Just gonna check. Okay, maybe it just shuffled its way to the next song in the playlist. Okay, so now we got Metang. Matang, here you are. Matang is better than Beldum. That's one of the things that this entire evolutionary line is all about, is each time it gets better. And that is a genuine fact about this, entire line of Pokemon, is that every time they get another step better, until they get to Metagross and Mega Metagross, which are, I don't know why I pronounced both of those differently, but which are just both amazing. So it climbs up a little higher. Matang doesn't break out of B tier, but because of the Mega and because of its normal design, like, Metagross easily just kind of throws its way into the A tier. Now we're in Regirock. Man, the Regis are going to be nice and all in a line for me, aren't they? Yes, they are. Alright. Regirock. You go. Regirock does go into the A tier, I know that much. I think it's really cool. Put it like right there. And now we got to go to Regi Ice. I think Regi Ice is also cool. It's not quite as cool as Regirock, so it kind of falls lower. But it's still in the A tier. Worry not. Kind of like right there. And then Registeel. I actually like Registeel a lot. Not quite as much as Regirock, but it's another cool Regi. Oh, Footlight Lane again. I'm gonna skip it because it already played today, but I do like this song. So let's just scroll on up, find Regi Ice. Kind of goes in the middle of those two somewhere. Let's do probably like here. Alright, Floodlight Lane, next please. You know I love you, but just gotta keep it rolling here. So we're on Route 15 now from Pokemon X and Y. Lovely. Latios and Latios. I don't like either of these designs that much. And their Mega Evolution being the same actually hurts them a lot, so they're both going to be here. But then again, like I like, it's just like Minun, where I like Minun more than Plusle. It's because I like that blue and white combo, or like the blue and kind of off-white cream color that like Minun has, more than the red and white to off-white, you know? I just think it looks really slick. You know, there's a reason why like I like Wingull's color scheme and like Pelipper's, you know, Wailord and Wailmer, Sharpedo. This is just a good color set. Omanyte and Omastar. Just good, solid color scheme. Kyogre. It's interesting to me that Kyogre's before Groudon because it's typically Ruby and Sapphire, not Sapphire and Ruby. So it's interesting that Kyogre ended up being the lower Pokedex number. Alright, where's Kyogre? I also like Primal Kyogre. You know, very similar, of course, to normal Kyogre, but it's still neat. Kyogre is really cool. I've always liked its design a lot. It's really sleek. it kind of goes right there. Then now we get Groudon. Where's my big boy? Probably a little higher. There he is. Groudon is okay. It's not quite as good as Kyogre, but it is higher up in the C tier. From like right here, top of the C tier. This is pretty cool. And then we got Rayquaza, which got a Mega, and is always beautiful as heck. Freaking love it. Rayquaza is awesome design-wise. I love its long serpentine body. Probably say right there, kind of lower end of S tier. Now that we've done Rayquaza, we've got Jirachi and Deoxys left. So let's find Jirachi. I never liked Jirachi as much as the other mythical Pokemon. I always felt like the other mythicals were just better, design-wise. And I still kind of hold to that. I think Jirachi's okay. I think it's kind of cool. It's neat. Arguably cute. But it's not a B tier, you know? Probably right there. And then we got Deoxys, which is freaking sick. Like right there. Alright, moving on to Gen 4, and I might cap this stream with Gen 4. So let's get into focus mode here and just run through Gen 4. Let's see, how far down is Gen 4? Gen 4 ends at 493, and it starts with 387, so it's just over 100. So this last one went from 251 to 386, so it's comparable in size. Alright, speed mode initiate. Turtwig. S tier boy. Look at this lad. Look at him. Turtwig. Yeah, I'd say that fits. Yeah. Okay. Grottle. He's such a good boy. I like Grottle. Torterra. Really? This song played like 2 songs ago. So once I set Torterra down, I'm just gonna skip ahead. I'd say Torterra goes like right here. Alright, I know, it's the Mira theme, we heard. Okay, Mute City Mario Kart 8 works for me. Thank you, game. Chimchar. I used to like Chimchar way more than I do now. I think its proportions are really awkward and weird to me. So it has fallen a lot from grace, but it's still pretty good. Monferno. I think it's one of the better awkward middle stages. Definitely an improvement on Chimchar. Where are you, Monferno? That's your predict. Oh, there's Monferno. Hello. Alright. Monferno. It's probably like right here. And then Infernape. I love its Flamey Head. Flamey Head cool. Flamey Head strong. So, Flamey Head boy. Kind of slips up to like probably here, top of B tier. Out of the way, Articuno. Alright, Piplup. Piplup is cute. It's not my favorite. But it is not half bad. Okay. Prinplup is awful. Where are you, Prinplup? There you are. No, I dropped him. Where did I drop him? There, I dropped him. Prinplup. Prinplup is bad. It's a little bit better than Combuskin, though. And then Empoleon is pretty sick. Wherever it is. Empoleon. Where are you? I've lost Empoleon. Okay, C's. D's. E's. Okay, there it is. I'm always the one on the side that I lose. Already did this one. Alright, I'll take more Mario Kart 8 then. Fine. Right there. Okay, so that's Empoleon down. Now to Starly's line. I like Starly. Wherever it is. Starly. Your whole line's together. There it is. Okay, Starly. It's pretty alright. Where's Pidgey's design? Or where's Pidgey? Where's Pidgey? It's a little bit better than Pidgey. Staravia, however, is a little bit better than... Actually, it's a little bit worse than Pidgeotto, but it is not as good as Starly. And then then Staraptor. Where does this raptor go? It's definitely the same tier. Well, not the same tier as Pidgeot, I suppose, but like it's up there near Pidgeot. Pidgeot got bumped to S tier with its Mega, but Staraptor, it's more like right there. Bidoof and B-Barrel. Second best. B-Barrel is not as cute as Bidoof though, sadly. So it drops down a bit. Look there. Next. Kricketot. Are you kidding? It seriously tried to play the mirror theme again. Stop. For the 4th time today. Actually, it'll be 3rd time today, but still, Cricket Tot. Where are you, Cricket Tot? Oh, there's Cricket Tot, okay, 2. They're together. Okay, so it's gonna be in this line. Most likely. Cricket Tot. It's pretty dang cute. Look right there. And then Cricketoon. It's pretty dang cute. It's not quite amazing, but it's cute. Shinx. Shinx is cute. It's not ridiculously special, but it is cute. Luxio. It's not so hot. But Luxray is freaking sick. Luxray. Wonderful. Okay, Badu. Badu's really cute. So wherever Roselia is, it's pretty close. Right there. And then we got Roserade. And let me just say, not a huge fan of what they did to its flowers. And by that I mean its flower bouquets look like poo-poo. Stinky, stinky poo-poo. Wherever Roserade is. Where is it? There it is. And it's like, it literally, it's stinky poo-poo flowers. Throw it all the way into the D tier. Like, it was solidly in the A tier for the first 2 stages. And then it evolves again and it's just D tier. Alright, Cranidos. Aha. Cranidos is pretty neat. It's not quite a leap, but it's pretty neat. Rampardos is also pretty neat. But I think I like Cranidos a little bit more than Rampardos. So like it's one of those ones where it ends up being just right next to it but lower. Actually, yeah. I like Altaria just a little bit more. Shieldon and Bastiodon. Shieldon. I think Shieldon is pretty cute, but nothing like super special, so it's like kind of higher C tier. Bastiodon. There it is alright. It's pretty neat, but it's one of those ones where I don't think it's like, it's not really anything special, so it kind of decreases from Shieldon, because Shieldon was cute at least. But like it's still like a cool body design and stuff, and like it's just not as good. Burmy is interesting. I don't like its mechanic as much as like other gimmicky Pokemon. So like it kind of just falls like probably here-ish. And that carries over into Wormadam as well. But at least Burmy's cute, whereas Wormadam's less cute. Yeah, Wormadam is next. Good. And then it evolves into Mothim, which no one asked for. Everyone hates Mothim pretty much. And it's like, it's not good. They're better Pokemon than Mothim, but like, it's alright. I think Mothim probably, like, pretty much almost exclusively for its design, slips its way into the lower B tier. Vespiquen and Combee are next. So where's Combee? I think Combee's really cute. I think it's a fun design idea. Vespiquen. I don't like Vespiquen as much as Combee, but I think it's still pretty solid. Kind of like lands here. Pachirisu. Pachirisu, where are you? Where is Pachirisu? There it is. Pachirisu is pretty okay. As Pikachu clones go, it's not bad. It's not really my style of Pokemon usage-wise, but like, it's pretty cool. Buizel. Buizel's cute. Look right here. Floatzel, though, there's something about Floatzel that I don't like that much. So it kind of falls. Cherubi. There's a Pokemon everyone forgets exists sometimes. Cherubi is really cute. I like its design a lot. And then with Cherim, which is next, I never fully understood its form change mechanic. I'm gonna see. Is there like a difference between its form, like stat wise? Like what's the point of its forms? Base stats don't change. But what is special about it? Is there literally nothing it does? Like, what is... Oh, okay. So it boosts the attack and special defense stats of its allies when it's sunny. Okay. So that makes sense now. Now I understand its form differences. That's actually kind of neat. I like it. I like that it's a form change that doesn't really affect it as much as it affects its allies. Well, I guess it affects itself as much as it affects its allies, but it also affects its allies, and that's pretty cool. So... let me find it. There it is. I don't like it as much as Cherubi. I'm just gonna say that. It's certainly like kind of upper C tier. Shellos, I love both forms. I think that the kind of blue form is definitely better looking, but I think it's really cool still, regardless. So Shellos. The song already played. Like right here. Now I'm gonna go skip this song because we've already heard Diggersby Land. You know what? I'll take Mid-Boss Mayhem from Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Alright. Well, let's do that. So now we're on Gastrodon. Gastrodon's not as cute as Shellos, but it's still pretty cool, and I like it. Ambipom. It's gonna be towards the top. Alright, IPOM. It's not as good as. Probably like right here. Drifloon. Drifloon's alright. It's pretty cute. It's nothing too wild. Drifblim. It's kind of okay. It's not as good, but it's alright. Back there. And then Baniri is okay. Lopunny it's better than Baniri. I'll see if it's enough to slip it into the B tier, if it's still C tier. Okay, it was enough to slip it into B. Right there. Maybe a little further because of its mega. Mismagius. That's pretty solid. It's better than Misdreavus, I can tell you that much. Not a lot better, but a little bit. Now we're on to Honchkrow. It's a little bit better than Murkrow. Go back here. Okay. Glameow. There it is. Glameow is D tier. And Perugly. Wow, there's already so much less Pokemon here to like search through. Perugly. Perugly's pretty bad. Okay, Chingling. Chingling is not great. Okay. Stunky. How did it kick itself out of the playlist? Somehow it kicked itself out of the playlist while randomly selecting a song. Alright, YouTube, doing great. What is it with this playlist and having problems? Okay, Stunky. Stunky's pretty dang cute. And then Skuntank. Not as good as Stunky, but it's still pretty good. Bronzor. I think Bronzor is kind of boring. I think Bronzong's definitely better. Bonsly. It's okay. Oh, Bonsly, where do you go? Right there. Mr. Mime, but Mime Jr. Where is it? This abomination goes right down here. Actually no, right here. It's currently the worst. Happini. Pretty dang bad. A little bit better than Igglybuff. Oh, that's a good one. Chatot. It's grown on me a lot. Kind of like right here. Spiritomb. Oh, Spiritomb's cool. It's not really my type of Pokemon, like stat-wise, move pool-wise, but I think it's thematically it's really cool, and visually it's really sick. So definitely pushes its way towards like bottom S tier. Gibble. It was really cute. Gabite is far less cute. But Garchomp is really cool, especially Mega Garchomp. Yeah. Munchlax. Where is Munchlax? There it is. It's pretty okay. Kind of lands itself here, I'd say. Riolu and then Lucario. Riolu's kind of cute. It's alright. Lucario and Mega Lucario are both kind of okay to me as well. I wouldn't say I like them as much as Riolu, so as I find Lucario, I will be putting it where it belongs. Right there. Hippopotas! Where is Hippopotas? Right there. I think Hippopotas is really cute. And then Hippowdon. I think Hippowdon's a really cool design. Check Skorupi. Scroopy goes right here. And then Drapion. What about there? Krogunk. So this is the top right now. There he is. Right back here. Then Toxicroak. Carnivine. Carnivine. I feel like I did this one today already. That's good, but we already had it. Okay, fine. Finneon. You go towards like the B tier, I'd say. Or like right there. Luminion. A little bit lower. Right there. Mantike is an abomination. A lot of baby Pokemon end up in here. Alright. Snover. Where is Snover? There it is. Snover, I'd say, is like towards the upper end of C. Right here, actually. Abomasnow, especially because of Mega Abomasnow, jumps up into A tier. Probably right there. Weavile. It's probably kind of somewhere towards the D tier. Okay, that was easy. Magnezone. Are you kidding? That is actually like the 4th time this song's played. Okay. Magnezone. 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 Magnezone, where are you? There you are. Alright, there's Magnemite. Goes above Magnemite. Where's Magneton? There's Magneton. I'd say Magnezone probably slips in closer to here. Upper B. Licky Licky. Licky Licky is an abomination. I feel like this one already played. Okay, Phantom Ganon. I'll have to end that one a little bit early, but Nash. Rhyperior. So I have to find Rhydon, which is in the A tier. And I know he's lower than that, so now I have to find where. Right there. Okay. Tangrowth. I think Tangrowth is a really cool idea. I think that the fact that they don't have unique like vines for its body makes it not as cool as Tangela. So while Tangela hit S tier, this one's gonna hit B tier, or sorry, C tier. Oh, we're at the part where we end this song. Okay, maybe not yet. Soon. Okay, yep. Now we're at that for sure. Okay. I'll take Neon Coliseum. Alright. So that's where Tangrowth goes. Electivire. Okay, right there. Magmortar. Upper C tier, Togekiss. Check. Yanmega. It's not exactly where it's going, I'm just kind of comparing now. Or like right here, Leafeon. Leafeon's one of the evolutions that's kind of grown on me. I didn't really like it a lot when I was younger, but I like it more now. Glaceon. Oh, Gliscor. Mamoswine. Where is Mamoswine? There's Mamoswine. Porygon Z. There it is. I was like, Porygon Z, where are you? So where's Porygon 1 and 2? They stay kind of together. Maybe, there we go. Gallade. I don't like Gallade's Mega as much as Mega Gardevoir, but I like Gallade more than Gardevoir. So they're pretty close to even. Seems like that for them. Probopass. Now it's time for the buddy. Where is Nose Boy? Probopass. So wherever. Okay, so it's higher than Nosepass. Upper C, Dusk Noir. This boy's sick. I apologize. Should you do a video on how to get Pokemon Fire Red on phones? I mean, you can. I would advise that if you give such advice, advise through, like, on a way to do it through legal methods, such as dumping the files from your own copy, or you could just say get a ROM from somewhere, preferably, preferably dump your own ROM, but I mean, it's certainly a thing you could make. I don't really have anything necessarily against that. Dusk Noir, you go probably right here. There we are. I would say this, Google is not a source. So you can Google for ROMs. If you want to provide an adequate source, I would give the advice of not Google. But, emulation apps are certainly something you can promote and talk about, and this song is much louder than I expected. There we go. A little bit lower. Frostlass. Yeah, the only reason I say to advise on getting a ROM through legal methods, but just say like any ROM should work as long as it's, the right region, for whatever your emulator setup is working on. I would say just, for legal reasons, advise to do it legally. Because there are many illegal ways to obtain a ROM, but None of them are super advisable. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Frostnest, where you go? Frostnest, you go. Here, maybe? No. No. There we go. No! They keep popping in weird places. Rotom. Where is Rotom? There's Rotom. I think Rotom, especially with all the stuff they've been doing with it recently, is pretty dang neat. So it gets into the A tier, at the very least. Yeah, it's A tier. It probably goes there about. Right about there. After Rotom, we go straight to Uxie, which is down here. There it is. I like Uxie, design-wise at least. It's pretty dang neat. It's not too crazy special, so like it's not going to be crazy high, but say about here in B. And then Mesprit, the other twin-tail lad. Mesprit goes lower than Uxie. Probably right here. And then Azelf. Here we are. Azelf is in a similar spot. Like they're all pretty similar, so like they can't be too far apart from each other, really. Just kind of logically speaking. So probably about here, or here. So they're all kind of just hanging out in B tier. Oh, Dialga time. Where's my Dialga? The top, I know that much. There we are. Dialga slips probably to about do I go I'd say Dialga probably slips to here. It's just such a sick design. And then Palkia is not quite as high, but probably at least B tier, probably right here, upper B. Heatran. Heatran was always weird to me because it was a legendary Pokemon that could be male and female. I was like, wow, I didn't know this was a possibility. I thought legendaries were all genderless, but nope. Heatran is one of the only ones that is not. And that's pretty neat. I also just like Heatran's design. It's like a lava frog. Like who thought to make a lava frog a Pokemon? Cause that's so cool. Liz, do you want out? Or do you want out? I don't know what that is. Can't just stare at me. Where do you want to go? Up here? What are you on? You want to go up here? Or do you want to go outside? You can go out the door. Or you can hop up here. He is just standing there staring at me. Where does he try and go here? We're like right here. Reggie Gigas. The last Reggie. Reggie Gigas goes... Not bad. No? Okay. Alright, I'd say Reggie gets to there. No playing with that. Anyways. Giratina. Where is Giratina? There it is. Aha! Giratina goes pretty high up. Upper 8 here. Cresselia. I'd say Cresselia is probably like the lowest tiered legendary for me. I think it's like light beam things are really cool, but I think everything else about its design is kind of mediocre. Alright, so now to Fione. Fione. It is Fione. Fione is pretty cute, but it's not very good. So it kind of sees itself here. Whereas Manaphy is cute and better. Yes, Buzz? Are you gonna hop up, or are you just gonna sit there and rub on my legs and look at me? Where did Mew and Celebi get to? Ew. Certainly a step above those two. Actually, no. It's a step below Celebi, a step above Mew. There we are. So it's gotten itself into the mid B. It's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty dang big a jump from low C. Darkrai. Darkrai. Alright, so Darkrai, it's pretty edgy, but it's definitely like B tier material. Okay, Shaman. I'm not huge on Sky form, but I like the normal form. So Shaman does pretty nicely here. It's one of my favorite mythicals. And then Arceus. So where does God fall on this tier list? Say like lower A tier, kind of like here-ish. Like, it's pretty good. It's not one of my favorites though. So the next set goes from 494 all the way to 649, which is the closest we were going to get to the size of the first generation of Pokemon. So I think I'm going to call it here, and then I'll do Gen 5 and Gen 6 in the next stream. But, so right now, let's take a look at this updated tier list. Oopsies. Zoomed down on the wrong screen. Here we are. So now we can see that the S tier is still small. It is not the smallest. F tier is larger than it. But we now have more, I would say, in B than in C. So this is kind of further cementing that kind of bell curve that leans towards the top. A tier is still smaller than C tier. D tier and F tier is still the smallest, but S tier has grown pretty well. There hasn't been a lot of Gen 3 and Gen 4 Pokemon added to the S tier. If you look, today we got Mudkip, Turtwig, Dialga, Marshtomp, Sableye, Garchomp, Aggron, Rayquaza, and Spiritomb. So that's 9 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So about 9 of the 20. So it is just barely about half. So yeah, it's just under half. But like that's a good sign when you can see that my Gen 1 and 2 S tiers led to an equivalent gain pretty much in Gens 3 and 4. Which means I'm hoping that next stream my S tier has then climbed to like, I'm like at 19, 20 now, about 30, ideally. If I'm hitting about 30 with my S tiers in the next stream, I'll be pretty happy. And there's a sign that the Pokemon have stayed relatively consistent design-wise, at least in my eyes. I will say though, I think we had our biggest gain in F tier. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new F tier Pokemon. 9 of them. And that is all because of Gens 3 and 4. So, and I think it's mostly Gen 4 too, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 of the 9 were from Gen 4. Now granted, I'm not the biggest fan of most of the baby Pokemon designs. And so like I would say Happiny and Mantike and Mime Jr. are all consistent with those designs. So it's not like they got worse, it's just they're babies. And I don't like the baby Pokemon designs. But yeah, I mean, so far this tier list is shaping up slowly but surely. And you can see this is what I've got left to work from. This is 3 generations of Pokemon right here. 5, 6, and 7. And because 6 and 7 are literally, when added together, about the size of of Gen 5, it's kind of funny how you can look at it and there's so few left. Because like Gen 5 is now about half of what's left. And then there's 6 and 7. But I will be back with this. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back with more of the tier list. on the 29th, which is going to be, the Saturday? I think it was, right? Yeah. So I'll be back this Saturday to do the next set on this tier list. I will be back tomorrow, ideally, with some more, Pokemon Black randomized. I'm excited to get back to that. But yeah, so this tier list is shaping up, and ideally I'd like to be able to export the file, like the final version of it somehow, into one big ol' final tier list. So yeah. Also, I'm just going to say this, I think with the way it's shaping up, this S Plus tier is just going to be my true favorite, so it's going to be whatever is at the top of the S tier. Can I just... Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Huh. I can just click on that to change the name. Well, Buzz wants out, so... yeah, the S Plus tier is just going to be whatever the top of the S is at the end. But that said, I'm going to head out and go do Human Things as Humans Do, and I think you should too. If you came to watch live, or if you're watching this after the fact, either way is cool with me, as long as you had some fun learning some of my hotter takes on Pokemon. But with that, I'm gonna go. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye.